Dear Drew, your dad loves to drive. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved cars. I was one of those kids who sat on the stairs and tried to claim Grand Prix and Impalas before my cousin did as they drove past. I learned to drive when I was about 7 from my Uncle Marvin. It bugged him so much about being behind the wheel that one day he actually said sure, and I had no idea what to do with myself. My neighborhood in Scottsdale was built in levels. It was one giant hill. My uncle and I hopped in his white car, and he walked me through what each thing did. This here is the gas. This is the wheel. Let's go. Short, sweet, to the point. He put me in his lap, started the car, and I steered us around Oak Forest feeling like the man. Once he let me put my little foot on the pedal, it was a wrap. I was in love. I got my license in high school. My best friend and I took a class that would allow us to get our license at 16 instead of a permit. They trusted the wrong kids. I did way too many irresponsible things driving around the city, but I loved having that freedom. That's what a car was to me. Freedom. A machine that could take me anywhere, anytime. I fixed up many cars and broke down a couple as well. I took long drives across state lines just because, and road tested every CD that was ever released back then when CDs were a thing. A car was and is my place of peace. Long before you were born, a company decided to create an application where hitchhikers and random drivers could connect. They called it Lyft. And for the past 3 years, I've been hopping in mine or your mother's car and safely getting people from here to there. Driving is a skill of mine that I love. It made sense that I could do it and get some extra money to help us out. But that changed once bills and loss and life happened to your mom and I. It began to pain me having to drive around this city. This machine no longer felt like freedom, but the exact opposite. I know this won't always be the case. There's always another side of struggle, a resolution. And I know that the work I put in today will make a better tomorrow for all of us as a family. But I'm honestly getting tired of the ride. I'm ready for a time when these struggles are the past. But to get to the other side, I understand I must first push through. This is a ride I just gotta take. I'm excited for the day when you're digging through some old boxes with me and we come across my Lyft light. And you ask me, Daddy, what is this? I look forward to saying, baby girl, there's a long story behind that. Let's go for a ride. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in the fog of all I have to do that it's hard to get a clear picture of what lies ahead. I want you to know, however, that your existence gives me purpose and clarity. I drive 1,000,000 miles in 1,000,000 hours if it'll provide you with a moment of happiness. I'm pushing through, baby girl, because it's important that I show you what happens when you keep riding. The other side is going to be bright. We'll talk more later. Rest is needed because Daddy has to hit the road again soon. But I love you, kid. Only one. I'd be a great father. I just ain't got no money. And kids cost time and money.